Nice to see you. Fantastic.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and good to see you too. Package holidays, boys. You ever been on one of those? Or several of them?
No, I only went on
Luton
one.
Airport.
I went on one once. When the kids were this high, my wife was terrified that I was going to walk away. And when we got there at 2 o'clock in the morning, after a 3-hour coach ride from the airport, they were playing bingo by the pool. And I nearly stayed on the coach and went back home. It was just frightening.
That was years ago, though. It has
said.
changed. What about your experience?
Yes, mine was in the 70s.
What, when you
I
just
had a
50?
romance, actually, in Palma, Mallorca.
Oh.
With a travel rep.
Oh, lovely. Still in contact?
I can't remember which one it was now.
Oh, a chef's life, eh, ladies and gentlemen? We'll certainly find out a lot more about his travels later on. We've got 2 ladies who are previous reps. Let's find out more. Do you welcome from London, Isabel Duffield. How you doing, darling? Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Come and meet Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Nice to see you, darling.
OK, you used to be a holiday rep. Tell us a little bit about that. Great. You got lovely memories from that?
I have some fantastic memories. Yes, I spent 4 years over in Spain. 2 of those in Mallorca.
Oh, Palma, is that a nice resort?
Don't know Palma very well. I was on the East Coast.
All right.
But yeah, spent 4 years having a great time, met some lovely people, ate some delicious food as well. And it was something to do after university.
Absolutely.
So,
You've got to have a bit of a change, haven't you?
you do, yes. You spend 4 years studying and you need to get out there and have some fun.
And live some life. All right, then. You mentioned the word
Right.
food. Let's see how good a
Okay.
shopper you are.
In
Did that
my bag
Mediterranean
today.
lifestyle. Oh, wow.
How's it going?
Oh, dear. I thought, lucky my finger was under there.
Sorry, Ainsley.
That's perfectly all right. I don't mind you throwing your raspberry jam at me. There you go. Now, tell us what you brought along for us, then, Mel.
OK, well, I'm going to start with the white chocolate. It's my daily medicine. I can't spend a day without it. I don't know what else to do other than eat it as chocolate.
Yeah.
Brian, that's our challenge. Raspberry jam, I have it in my porridge every morning. Love it. And basically, the sponge fingers cost me 50p in a pound shop next door.
Oh, wow. So that's
50p
something...
in a pound shop.
Yeah.
50p in a pound shop.
You got 2 packets.
OK, so how much did you spend in total if that was only 50p?
This was an exact £5.
£5. All right, maybe it's the chocolate that brought it up that price. But you've got the lovely almonds,
Luxury.
bananas and the mascarpone. Ooh, bit of an Italian influence there. Brian, what do you think, chef? You happy with that?
That's a very sweet bag to me.
Yes, very sweet
Very
indeed. But what about your contestant? She's quite sweet?
Even sweeter.
Even sweeter. Oh, the charm's already working this afternoon. And here's someone who is equally charming. It's her best friend. Someone you met out there repping, wasn't it?
I did, yes.
Absolutely.
I took her under my wing.
Did you really? It's Jane Herbert. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. She took you under your wing. What does she mean by that?
Indeed. Well, I was a new rep out my first season. So it was Isabel that took me under her wing. It was the first person I met and she showed me the ways.
And you need that, didn't you? You're kind of looking for
Definitely.
someone to be a friend and someone to direct
Definitely.
you.
First
Take you to all
time
the
out.
right clubs, all the
Yeah,
right
showed me
places
how
to
to
eat.
party, showed me where to be again.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Did she teach
definitely.
you about your shopping? Go on, tip out your bag.
Well.
Let's have a look.
You any good
This is what
at
I've got.
cooking?
No. So I'm not very good at cooking. I try my best. Izzy's the cook. So this is where I need your help. So,
Good bag, though, chef. Good bag. All right, tell us what it's in here.
well, basically, this is what I'd have in my cupboard normally. All really simple ingredients. Mint, I always have it because it's cheap and easy to cook with. And sweet potato, because I don't really like potatoes, so I need sweetening up a bit.
Yeah, OK, then you've got courgette, tomatoes, onion. Some rather nice, the old mozzarella there.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, very nice. How much did you spend?
£4.99.
£4.99. Yeah, I know. I suppose because that's lovely lean mint,
Yeah,
isn't it?
definitely.
That does make a bit of a difference, even though some chefs like the old flecks of
I like a bit of fat in there. 22% should be.
What do you think?
Nice.
Happy?
Yes, I mean, we'll do our best,
We
don't we?
will do.
OK,
do our best.
you do your best with Jane. I'll come back and see you in a moment, but let's find out what Brian's going to be doing for our Isabel, then.
Well, whatever we're going to do something with these things, because there's just millions of them.
You could build a house with them, couldn't
Yeah,
you, Chef?
probably, yeah, we could hide away in Mallorca. Have a great time, huh? The problem with this, actually, there's so many ideas come to the brain. You've got to just try and concentrate and make just one nice dish or more. We're going to do sort of a tiramisu. Everything will be slightly tweaked a bit. Sort of a tiramisu. We'll make some coffee over here. We're going to make we'll bake a banana. We'll make a little cheesecake. We'll make perhaps a little ripply dish with lots of with some chocolate through it, perhaps some coffee through it from our tiramisu, perhaps some raspberry jam through here. We might be able to make a banana tart. Why don't you just buy a big bunch of bananas? That would be wonderful.
I have a £5 budget,
But
Brian.
don't worry about that. They don't care about that. We make a little tatin and use this on top instead of the actual instead of pastry. We've got the nuts to use somewhere. I'm not quite sure, but with lots of little ideas coming forward.
Sounds delicious.
Sam, I'm sure you'll just assist him and there'll be some lovely desserts coming your way very soon. But first, we're going to find out what Antony's going to be doing over here for Jane.
Yeah, we want to swap bags. So we can't.
Can't do that, Chef, unfortunately.
A burger. You look like a burger sort of girl.
I don't know what he's saying there.
No, he said a burger. I know. Here
A
we
little bit
are.
of mozzarella in the middle.
Yeah.
We do some courgette frites with that.
Yeah.
Chips. It's got to be a sweet potato sort of curry thing. A bruschetta or bruschetta.
Yeah.
I never remember how to say it.
Yeah.
We get it with tomatoes, courgettes, red onion and mozzarella. And maybe bread and butter pudding.
Oh, bread and butter pudding, indeed. That sounds delicious.
Need a pud, don't we?
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
need a bit of a pud because our Brian's got a lot of interesting ingredients there. Both our girls are delighted, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how our chefs fare in 20 minutes. As I say, ready, steady, cook. OK, up and running. Here we go. Time is of the essence now. Already the clock is ticking, and whilst that's happening, our chef is thinking what he's going to recreate with all these lovely desserty things here. As he said, he's got a mountain of these old little sponge fingers, but he's going to make a tiramisu out of that. He's also going to be making a wonderful cheesecake. He's going to combine the raspberry jam with the chocolate and make it, I think it's kind of like a mousse is going to be happening there. A bit of a ripple effect going on there. Something with the nuts, we don't know yet. That's the excitement, of course. But down here, we've got burgers. We've also got a little bit of a sort of haché thing in cooked down, a bit of a meat stew that's happening like a curry, I think our chef said, with the old sweet potato. Courgettes, the tomatoes, the onions will go on bruschetta, and of course we've got the lovely mozzarella which will feature in the burger also. Wonderful dishes coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. Don't say we don't spoil you. About 8 dishes in the next 20 minutes. Wow. Chef, white chocolate. Any preference to your chocolate then, Brian?
What, in terms of brand?
To
about there. So in fact, how do you cut those in half?
In terms of colour, in terms of cooking, and
them.
what one means, how many pieces do you want in here, Chef?
Right, that's okay. Oh, fantastic, yeah. Well, if you give me a whole piece to put in the freezer
Yeah.
to shave afterwards, the rest can go in there.
Lovely. OK, then. Just sort of snapping all of this
Done
up
this whole
for you.
box in half.
All right, and if you
Sorry.
notice, guys, when you are melting your chocolate, your bowl shouldn't be in contact
just
with the
enough to
water,
go.
OK? You just want the heat to melt the chocolate underneath there. It doesn't have to touch the water. Otherwise, sometimes, especially if it's not of a high cocoa content, it's going to start sort of, you know,
Okay, well,
getting a
fill
bit
that
sort of
up.
grainy and horrible. You'll start
do the
worrying, so
same with that
avoid
one.
that if possible. All right, now we've got us some other interesting things.
Those. Like
OK, and what are we showing how to do here,
that
Chef?
size. Just going to line up these most different things in there. I tell you what, that one will cut that size just at the top. So if you cut them all that size and do the same thing on there, OK?
Right.
And we'll put fillings in there in a second.
OK. Are you happy? I've got something slightly different, nice. We've got a serrated edge there. See, whatever you feel comfortable with, all right, Isabel?
Yeah, thank you.
Lovely. All right, Chef. Now, we've also got the old mascarpone here.
I'm going to make some custard.
Do you eat many desserts at home, Chef, if you do any entertaining, or...?
No. I don't get home that often.
Right.
Have you got any milk? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you've got loads of milk
I
in there.
don't eat desserts at home. I try not to eat desserts in restaurants, but the other day I was in... I was at the Fat Duck just the other week.
Yeah.
And I couldn't resist, and they were delicious, I have to say.
What's that, the
desserts that we had there.
Yeah, loads
We
of
did
them.
a tatin, which you cooked for about 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful.
What made it so different? Because, you know, a lot of people argue that, oh, you know, life's too short to kind of spend hours cooking, because apparently you roast the beef for a whole day,
21 hours, that's right.
21 hours on a really, really sort of slow flame, and it does, obviously, it's going to be very, very tender, slow cooking. Was it worth the experience? Was it worth the wait, Brian?
It's worse. Yeah, well, I didn't wait 21 hours. That's all right. Right, do you want to just put that into a bowl and whip that up for me, if you would, please? Well, the beauty, of course, is you're quite right. It's not... Life is too short for us to do that at home, but...
We're talking about the
If
Fat
he's
Duck,
going
if you've
to
missed
do
this,
it-
ladies and gentlemen, which is the most famous restaurant, been recognised as the most famous restaurant in the world.
And if he can do it, then let him do 21 hours, and I'll go and... I'll just let him do that, which is wonderful. So, and he did. I thought it was... But the thing about it is that the concentration of flavour,
Yeah.
and that's really what it's all about. And because we haven't got time to do that, we can let him do it. It was well worth. It was wonderful.
Let me just close the fridge for you. Well, you're well impressed. Now, what about this white chocolate, Chef? How's that going to feature? You're just melting it down. Did you say you were going to put it into a custard or
What
something?
we're going to do, we're going to make a custard here, yeah. We've got the milk on already.
OK.
Actually, there's probably... Chef, can you just give that to the lady there?
Yeah.
And get that to...
Peter, did you
Much
think
better,
I'm never going to get here? Well,
I'm the worst at whisking cream.
I'm never going to do this. All right, then. Just thought, well, let's put
Do you
it
want
on
the whole
there.
lot whisked?
Yes,
Chef?
please, yeah. But I don't want butter, sweet. Just whisk it so we can actually...
So it's thick. So you've got to be careful, all right? That's all right. Don't worry about that. We do that type of thing at home. You carry on with that. OK, so that's going to be melted down. We've got some cream. Let our chef get on here, OK, guys?
half of the jam in as well.
OK, we're going to warm up some
jam sauce.
Beautiful. When we come back, we'll see how he's getting on. Because the thing about desserts is you really got to get in front, then it all comes together at the end. So let's join our chef, AWT, down here. Already we've got some sweet potato. Did you spice them up before you put them in the oven, Chef?
Yeah, I'm going to. I just want to get them a little bit brown first.
OK.
And then I'll be better, then I'll feel better about that.
All right, lovely, lovely. One in the middle for that little one there. OK, we've got 15 minutes to go. We've got lots of things with sweet potato. And this is a type of different types of soups here, or what, Chef?
One's curry, one's soup.
All right. Lovely, lovely. You're a big curry girl, then? Do you like a bit of curry?
I do like curry.
Yeah. Is it something you traditionally do on a Friday night? Do you have a curry night at all?
I have a curry after a night out.
A curry what?
After a night out.
Oh, right. So you go out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You decide to go. And you're originally from what? From where, sorry?
I'm from Lancashire.
Oh, God, lovely up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what part of
Very
Lancashire?
nice. From Burnley.
Yeah, and lots of mates and stuff like that?
Mainly down in London now, because I've been in London for 2 years. So I've travelled down.
And do you miss it? A lot of people just
I
seem
do
to
miss
go back on the
it,
weekends.
because you know everybody up north, whereas down south, everybody's a stranger.
Sure, sure. And do you think they're a little bit friendlier up north then? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, they are. I've got a lot of people who say that. They go back there for a weekend. What do you think, Chef? What's your take on that? People are friendlier in the north?
Well, it's up to you, isn't it? I mean, I just go and knock on the door and said, I'm your neighbour, any chance of a drink, you know?
Yeah.
So you've got to take it, you've got to be bold, haven't you, if you want to meet people in the south. I think they are a bit more reticent in sort of coming forward, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, all those people who travel on the train, that's all you get out of them.
I know.
And they can travel on the train for 30 years, can't they?
I just talk to
Never say
everybody on the
anything.
Maybe it's too much travelling. Maybe, you know, there's... my brother-in-law was saying to me the other day that, you know, when he finishes work, he's at home in 10 minutes. We can spend an hour sometimes in London getting home, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely. Now, the interesting thing is the chef talked about putting a bit of mozzarella inside the burger. And all you did, literally, Chef, you just kind of divided it, pushed a piece of cheese in. And you don't only have to use mozzarella or anything. You can put a bit of cheddar, some Jarlsberg or something like that. If you want to be a little bit funky. That's kind of a cheese that melts a little bit more gooier. Edam cheese, anything like that. You can even grate it and put it in the middle, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
So just totally left up to you. So it's just a slice of cheese in the middle of the burger.
Normally I would cook my onions, but I haven't got time because...
OK.
As it's OK, because I'm cooking them straight away, it's not such a problem. But if you make your burgers in advance, you put raw onion, the meat starts to go black.
Ah.
So you don't want that.
OK. Why? Why does the meat...
Well, I think there must be some sort of enzyme in the...
in the onion.
In the onion that comes out and leaches into the meat.
Lovely. And obviously you've got a bit of your mincemeat here is the lean meat variety. We've briefly touched on this at the top of the programme. And what would you use lean meat in compared to something that's got a lot more flecks of fat in there?
Well, I wouldn't use them in burgers, to be honest, usually, because it needs a bit of fat to give it that...
that juiciness when you bite into it, yeah.
But you can... I mean, you know, shepherd's pie, things like that, I guess. I mean, we're all into lean nowadays. Doctors tell us we're eating too much saturated fat, you know, at the end of the day. If you're alive, that's the main thing. And if you're dying, cut it out, you know.
He's got that right healthy approach to it. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the spices here. I'm just popping them up there that AWT's included in his curry. He's just taken a little pinch of each. Don't worry, it's all available on our website for you. And just to kind of spice up the sweet potato, we've got some onion in there. We've also got garlic. It really is coming along. Very vibrant.
You've done that mint and yogurt. Mint and yogurt in there.
Mint and yogurt, yeah. Here we are.
Half of this.
Take a bit of the...
You've got a little bit. You've got that papery thing on the top. So we pull that. Let me get you a spoon then. Here we are, Jane. Here we are.
Thank you.
Lovely. Did you do much cooking whilst you were repping then?
No, none at all.
Nothing?
So all the hotels were catered.
Yeah.
So
everything
I
just turned up.
could take my pick from which hotel I wanted to go to.
Sure.
So it's very nice.
And did they just specifically cater for the English? Because you only mainly dealt with English people, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I had 3 hotels that I looked after.
Yeah.
So there was different type of food in each one. Some of them weren't very good at the English food. It was a Spanish attempt, so it was very greasy.
Yeah.
But some of them were really nice.
And they're some of the best chefs in the world are Spanish. It's
I know you use some of the finest restaurants.
El Bulli, just outside Barcelona.
You've got to book 6 months in advance. It's only open for 6
2
months,
years,
isn't it?
2 years.
2 years now.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey? And when you phone up, you think, what, you can't fit me in until 9 o'clock? Think about waiting 2 years.
Best trick is, in the afternoon, walk in your shorts, in your T-shirt, said, I'm just passing by, I'm staying down the road, I just come in to confirm my booking. And they look at the booking and they panic. And I said, look, it's on my sheet. And I got my secretary to type out a sheet. I'm going there, I'm going there, I'm going there. You're on the list. I confirmed it's all there.
Wow.
And they panic. And then they go round and they said, OK, we'll fit you in. That's the way to do it.
There you go. Another fantastic tip
Not
on
in my
Ready, Steady,
restaurant,
Cook.
OK?
From AWT. Halfway now, gentlemen. We'll talk again, no doubt, Jane. She's looking for another job.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to jazz that up, find something to go in
I
there.
tell you what we
We're
need
back
to
down
do.
in the green pepper kitchen. And Chef Brian Turner. It's all about desserts now. All about desserts, guys. That's what we're looking at. And this is the start of
So, no, it's okay.
the
It's all
what?
right, here.
This
It's for the tiramisu.
Tiramisu,
Where's the coffee
OK.
go? Where's the coffee go? Here we are.
There's the coffee.
Right, lovely. Okay, it's cool enough down now, so we'll put that.
Beautiful, OK.
And I put another layer on top there.
Okay.
Another layer of the old biscuits.
Oh,
You
the
spread-
biscuits or the cream?
Biscuits, please.
Biscuits.
We'll make a very special tiramisu. They don't do this in Italy.
Oh, there's almost like it's like
strawberry
yours
jams.
own, Brian Turner's own special tiramisu, ladies and gentlemen. It's called like a trifle bit there. But really push them down. That's it, my darling. Fantastic. Get another layer of cream. And what have we got here, Chef? This is a little bit of an egg custard here, is it?
Yeah, and that's to serve hot.
OK.
This...
Yeah.
Thank you.
OK.
This is to go with my mix here. I've got a bit of white chocolate here. White chocolate custard.
Wow.
We'll put that in with our mix. It'll melt slightly, but hopefully, with a wee bit of luck and a following wind and a freezer and 24 hours, it'll set.
Beautiful. And how did you make that, Chef? What went into... You want a whisk? I've got one up here for
I
you,
had
Chef.
one, it makes sense.
There we are. Well, that's it. Lovely. OK.
Right, lovely. Pour some cream over the top of that now, please.
That's it.
Just so it's
Little
nice
cream.
and flat.
All right, then. And that's going in there now, and...
With a bit of luck.
OK. That's going to set off, is it, Chef?
No, but we'll make it look like it's going to set off.
Right. We've got the lovely custard there, which is just eggs, milk, sugar. That's just going to be whisked, and already outside we've got our little toasted tiramisu biscuits there. We've got some almonds toasting. Also, we've got 8 minutes to go.
That can go in the fridge, yes, please.
All right,
okay?
let me just get that pan. Here we are. Let me just cloth, Chef. I'll get the almonds out for you.
Thank you, Chef.
There we are.
Right, now.
Lovely. Here we
This
are.
one
Let's
here, right, take a little bit of
lose
this
that heat
cream
there
in a
at the
bowl
top.
here.
That's the one. OK. Now, what about your
Give that a
Spanish?
stir,
You've,
please.
you spent a long time being a rep then, Isabel. Did you pick up the language?
Yes, I discovered on a holiday to Spain I could actually speak Spanish, which was very clever, I thought.
Yeah.
And then whilst I was there for a little time with the hotel staff, learned a lot of the lingo.
Pour that in the bottom of that,
Had to
please.
deal with them. They taught me Spanish over breakfast. I taught them English over breakfast.
Wow.
Or over afternoon
Long
tea.
breakfast.
Yeah, I
Very
know.
long
Breakfast
in
goes on and on
Spain.
and on. And, and the result of you going to Spain, didn't that make you discover that your parents were actually reps too?
Yes, I gave my mother and father a call saying that I actually had a job as a holiday rep. I discovered that my father did it for 15 years.
15 years?
In Spain, which led also for me to discover that's where they met. And my mum was on holiday, and my dad was actually her holiday rep.
Yeah.
And she went complaining about there being no view from the windows.
Yeah.
And as my father always says, that she hasn't stopped complaining ever since.
Oh, wow, it's kind of
Lovely
nice, though, isn't
story,
it? Kind of a
yes.
romantic story. Oh, it's
Very
really, really
romantic.
lovely. Do you speak any languages then, Chef? Are you any good at anything like that?
I'm very good, and I don't want to hurt anybody. I speak English, Yiddish and rubbish. All fluently. Right, put that in the fridge if you would for me, darling, please.
Oh, he's got lovely. I'll put that in there, my darling.
And if you just
Brilliant.
be careful of that and chop these up for me, just put them on board and chop them up,
I'll
OK?
get those electrics out of there.
man, thank you very
Fantastic.
Chop the almonds.
All right. Why in the fridge, Chef? Why everything popping in the fridge?
Well, we just want to set it all up.
Yeah, OK.
We
Chef,
haven't
chopping
got
almonds
time
or
for it to
orange?
set naturally.
What do you want, chopping the almonds or the oranges, Chef?
The almonds, sorry.
Almonds,
almonds,
OK,
right.
let's tidy up here a little bit. All right, let's get this going.
We don't need this, do
And what are
we?
you doing now, then? How long did you actually stay there first?
I spent 4 years in Spain, 3 years holiday repping, a year managing an office. and decided that it was time at 25 to get a career.
Yeah.
And returned to London.
No regrets then?
So, no regrets. I miss the sunshine and I miss the food.
Oh, we all miss
Where's
that,
these,
darling, especially when you've been on a
almonds?
holiday or something like that. Haven't chopped them up there yet, Chef. They're just here.
If you just chop something
OK, then. Beautiful. We'll get those organised for you. So
I chop
you're
the
into a bit of a retail therapy now, are you?
I am, yes. I try and get as much shopping as possible into my job. And as I work for a leading retail company, it's doing quite well at the moment.
Well, that's brilliant. It's brilliant when that happens, though, isn't it?
got
Here
a
we
big
are.
knife.
Chef wants you to do a
Yeah.
little bit of chopping. So they might be a little bit warm, these. So just take your time, OK? You can see just put your knife on the top there and just very gradually edge through. All right, and he'll tell you how he wants those done. All right, then let's pop over to the Red Tomato kitchen. Let's see how Chef is getting on over here. When we left, remember, we had the potatoes cooking down with all those lovely spices going through that to create that lovely curry. We've got a soup here. Inside the oven, we've got char-grilled vegetables now, including the tomato, the courgettes, the onion, all of that's coming along. Oh, what are you doing, Chef? You're burning the place down again. Oh, dear.
I need that, I need
I
that.
need that, yeah.
Sorry about that.
OK, don't you try that at home, guys, all right, to get the attention. He knows what he's doing.
Because I'm a real
I
man.
think he knows what he's doing. OK.
Here's our courgette freaks.
Yeah, very good. Very good. OK, Chef. And what have how have you done those? They're nice and
Just
crispy.
milk, in the milk, and in the flour.
OK, so it's like a French way of doing it, isn't it?
Italian, really.
Italian?
Well, that's how I
Okay.
learned in an Italian restaurant, you know.
All right, then, yeah. I thought that was just... Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter
I know.
who does it, does it
Who
really?
does it, as long as you do it. And sometimes you don't need the batter. OK, that's in milk, submerged in milk, and then you put them into the flour. It gives you that kind of creaminess, and then straight in some hot fat. OK, guys, lovely. All of this is coming together quite beautifully. We've got 4 minutes to go.
Yes.
So what about you with the Spanish language? Was it something you adapted to quite quickly then, Jane, or do you still sort of rue the chance? You think, oh,
That'd do,
I should
that'd do.
have spent a
Give
bit
my arm
more
a
time.
rest.
Oh, you haven't got that.
I find it quite difficult to... I can understand it.
Yeah.
By the end of it, I could understand it, but I find speaking it quite
that?
a problem.
Yeah, what about you,
So-
Chef? Do you speak the Spanish lingo?
Dos cerveza, por favor.
Un
Yeah, what?
poquito.
2 beers,
I
thank you.
know, yeah. Is that all you need to know? Is that
And
what you're
dame un
saying?
beso, mi amor.
Yeah, yeah, so you love, yeah.
Give us a
so-
kiss,
Yeah, I
darling.
know, I know. He just learns the key
Yeah,
lines,
I
doesn't
know.
he? He doesn't need to know. And did you have problems with the English then out there? Because a lot of people sort of go on holiday and they think, right, I'm just going to get drunk and I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Is it a tough life for a rep?
Well, to be honest, everybody wants it to be perfect,
oil
and
away.
sometimes, like, planes are delayed and things
hot.
like that.
Yeah.
So you've just got to reassure them, really. But it was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. They were all good fun.
Yeah, everybody just mucks in.
Yeah.
And what's the most wonderful experience that you had out there? If you look back and you think, but did you learn to sort of scuba dive or did you learn to drive a car? What do you look back on that time?
It was cabaret. We did a cabaret every week, so it was getting up on stage and dancing for people and everything like that. And I've never done anything like that before, and it was so much fun.
Yeah,
So,
and once you've done
really,
it,
really
it's
good.
easy to do it the next time, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, it is. You've learned.
Yeah,
You've
it was
learned.
very
You need a bit of encouragement. OK, we've got some mince cooking down here, which is cooked ever so fast.
It's going to cook
Because
ever so
it's-
fast.
I know.
Need a
on
bit of mint.
fire.
Have we got some? It's still on fire.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And OK, we've got the bread and butter pudding. That was just gone in there.
That's
What
gone
went
in.
in there, Chef? Just a bit of
I
cream?
made a cream and a toffee sauce. Eggs and cream and a toffee sauce to go over the top.
Beautiful, beautiful. And that's in the oven. Do you want me to start in the microwave for the first few minutes, Chef?
No.
No? OK, then.
Well, I suppose we could actually. Well,
Up to you, up to you.
Yeah, OK.
We've got 2.5 minutes to
we've
go.
got long. A little bit more garlic, please, babe.
OK, 1 minute to go in there. That's it. We've got the... let's drop that down there. Even though we've got the grill on there, we've got all sorts of things happening here at the moment. That will not happen, Chef, in that time. So we go. 2 minutes to go now, Chef, and that's it. I'll put that in there. That's really beginning to kick off here. Got the microwave on. We've got our lovely charred grilled vegetables here.
Grilled veg, thank you.
There we are. All of that's coming out. We've got a burger
piece of
there.
bread there.
We've got our lovely roasted... Oh, look at these. Our piece of toast there looking very nice. All
of
right.
toast, piece of
Everything's
toast.
coming together very, very gradually, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our lovely roasted vegetables here that are looking really, really exciting. Just taking those out of the
very
oven.
much, thank you.
All right, then, less than 2 minutes. Let's go back over to Brian, see how he's getting on. All the desserts are really coming alive now. Orangey, we've got the real use there of the old sponge biscuits. And inside there, the chef's going to tell us all about the lovely creamy effect that we've got. All right. And we've got bananas nestling on top there. We've got you grating lots and lots of white chocolate. All right, let's close it up here and bring this out.
Most of it.
Here we are. Is that going on the top there too? That's it, a bit of a sprinkle of that and the white chocolate first. All right, looking good. How are you getting on, Chef?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right, everything's coming together. Gradually, we're getting there.
Wait, don't like
Slowly,
chocolate.
slowly does it.
The chocolate.
All right, let's keep this all going now, guys. We can get this out. Remember, audience, you're voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. All right,
chocolate?
less than about 40
On top of
seconds
that,
to go
around that
now.
one, yeah?
Okay,
Yes, that'll do, lovely.
that's it, lovely. All coming together. We've got the baked banana, chef, in that tray. Now, looking good, looking good. Lots of lovely colours. Is it feeding your eyes? Have our chefs given you enough information? And here it is, lots of things being sorted down, wonderful smells. Okay, audience, 20 seconds to go now, guys. Less than 20 seconds.
A little bit of cream.
Here we are, chef. Help me count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah, fantastic, yeah.
stop! Quickie! All right, to remind you what our chef started off with. Brian Turner had some white chocolate, sponge fingers, banana, raspberry jam, mascarpone cheese and almonds, whilst Worrall Thompson had some lean minced beef, sweet potatoes, courgettes, tomatoes, mozzarella and red onion. Well, here we go. Look at this. Whether you fancy a bit of savoury or sweet, it's all here for you. And you're about to start this off, Isabel. Pick up that cutlery and have a bit of a go. Chef, what are you going to call
Can I take
this?
the big spoon?
Well, remembering what we had, we didn't get in a jam, but it was a trifle difficult.
Yeah, all right. Then.
Do you understand that?
All right. And what did you do with all your ingredients here, Chef? Tell us.
Well, we have this plethora of desserts that are all variation on things. So we had 2 bananas and we roasted one. Look at the lovely colour there.
Can I try the roasted banana?
Can you can, yeah. I think it should be OK, because I took it out a while ago. And the nice thing about this, you just open it up and spoon it out, and you've got a white chocolate dip and a jam dip there.
That sounds amazing.
That's lovely, that's. Here's a teaspoon of that.
Lovely.
So
And then you have a little
so
bit
you
of the
got
white
that there, a
chocolate.
little bit of the sauce there, so you got on with that. We've got here a tiramisu, so we've got coffee-based, we've got cream, and we've got yoghurt in there, and we've got bases and bananas and chocolate on top there. In here, we've got a white chocolate cheesecake. It's got yoghurt, no, it's not yoghurt, it's got cream and a mascarpone cheese, white chocolate and jam in there, inside our sponge fingers.
OK, then.
This hasn't quite
taste
set,
of that as
but it
well.
will set if you leave it a little bit longer. This has got white chocolate custard with the mascarpone mix in there, and got bananas in the bottom of that one. You've got a banana tatin over here on the sponge fingers. It sort of fell apart, but it looks OK. Custard around the outside. Here's our trifle, just white chocolate custard, jam in the bottom, orange and banana. And then here is our little ripple. We've got cream with jam through it, we've got cream with coffee through it, we've got sponging in the bottom, and a layer of oranges in the middle. Lots of nuts on top, lots of chocolate on top, icing sugar. Hallelujah, I'm glad that's over.
Fine.
Happy?
Well, it's just as well chefs and all the talking, because I just want to sit here and eat all this delicious
That's
dessert.
fantastic. That is a perfect compliment. Well done.
Thank
OK, over to you then, Jane. You pick up your cutlery, get stuck in, my love. What are you going to call this, Chef?
I've got no beef with you. These potatoes are sweet.
Nice.
OK. Now,
yeah.
I'm going to own up. I'm going to own up. My mince wasn't quite ready, so I'll finish that while you were talking to Brian there. But anyway, we'll start with that. We've got a lovely aubergine, courgette and tomato curry, a little bit of yoghurt, lots of spices, lots of nice things. We've got this oriental mint, which has got sesame, coriander, mint, chilli, soy sauce, and that's all on top of these great, wonderful, soggy crisp, that doesn't go well together, roasted sweet potatoes. Here, a lovely bruschetta, melted mozzarella, roasted onions, roasted tomatoes, roasted courgettes on a mozzarella toast. Here, bread and butter pudding with a toffee sauce. This one with the burger with the mozzarella in the middle melted, and also these fantastic courgette frites, which I think are brilliant. And they're just a sort of chunky sweet potato soup with a little bit of cardamom spice.
Very, very nice.
right.
Well, that's me saying it. What do you think then, Jane?
Beautiful. So nice.
Like you,
Everyone. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, like all the bits and pieces. OK. They were the best of friends out in Spain, ladies and gentlemen. Will they remain the best of friends in the studio this afternoon? We're about to find out. What's it going to be? Green peppers? Red tomatoes? Urgent? Will you all please vote now? And up they go. Well, look at this. Now, this is incredibly close. But would you believe there is one more? Green pepper!
Thank you very much.
Hey, well done, my darling. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely having you on the show.
Just like Brian, really.
There's £100 spending money there for you, so I'm sure you're going to get out there and do some more retail therapy, eh?
I will do, yes. Thanks.
Great. And well done to you too,
Thank you.
Chef.
Very kind,
Always a
Chef.
pleasure. Hi, I'm sorry about that,
That's
Jane.
all right.
Hey, I know you're down in
Wow.
London now, so you can't even tell I'm going back to Birmingham, London. But you are going away with a lovely hamper. All sorts of goodies in there, courtesy of Ready Steady Cook. And I'm sure you picked up 1 or 2 tips. Yeah, do you want Antony in the hamper?
We're off.
Yeah, you're off the hamper. Come and join us over here, guys, because it's time for today's Quickie bag. But I think the girls have been absolutely lovely. They're the best of friends, and they met on holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, Isabel and Jane. Come on, Antony.
Okay.
All right. Let's have a look at what the guys can do with these
Ingredients.
guys. Oh, well done, Chef. Hey, we've got some tiger prawns here. We've got some rather
Shell on.
tasty cherry tomatoes in a tin. We've got naan bread. We've got cashew kernels.
just
Look
a
at that.
few, yeah,
Just a few. Loads of them in there. The older aubergine and, of course, some nice little salad onions. So, who wants first bite of the aubergine then?
Well,
Him over there. We'll
Okay.
do a quick stir fry.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick soup with the shells. I can't waste those on tomatoes, spring onions. We'll do some spiced cashew nuts. Some naan bread strips. I don't know what we'll do with the aubergine. We'll find something to do with that.
OK, oh, not too sure about that yet. OK, what about you,
well,
Chef?
in my opinion, the aubergine is the most important part of the dish.
This is why I
And-
left it to you.
I'm going to do some long strips. Pan fry them, grill them, and then make little parcels, little puppets.
Oh, lovely.
Of king prawns with some yoghurt and tomatoes. I'm also going to do some onion bhaji.
Oh,
All
delicious.
right.
A
Yeah.
spiced onion bhaji. What else are we going to do? I think, might like to say do a little prawn curry with the tomatoes and some naan bread. We might make some little puris. Pretend they're puris. You know puris?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
We have the prawns inside. We'll
Yeah,
make
the
some little
prawn puris.
pockets.
All sorts
Sandwiches.
OK. Our chefs
And the
have been
nuts will go in there.
Very creative, but it very much depends on what our studio audience want to see, ladies and gentlemen. What's it going to be, the green peppers or red tomatoes? It's up to them. Will you all please
Red.
vote now? And quick look
Brian, you got
tells
one.
me. Hey,
What a
he's
great
absolutely
audience.
right. There we are. Hey, guess what? It's a Worrall Thompson bag. Let's get cooking! OK, Chef, your 10 minutes cooking time starts now. What can we do for you?
Onion bhajis for Brian.
Onion bhajis.
All of those, Anthony. Or do you want some
You
just,
can leave me a couple if you could. That'd be great.
OK, Chef, what can I do with these
Put a
prawns
piece of
for
bread on there. We're going to make some prawn toast, so bread in this one. Slice some nice bread in there.
you? OK, nice and sliced bread.
Get these prawns
OK,
peeled.
let's get that going.
Nightmare
All right.
peeling prawns, isn't it?
And what are you going to be starting with, please, Chef?
I'm doing a bit of curry.
A nice curry to start with, all right.
So we get that puree.
Is that enough?
Lovely.
OK, we've got this. It's going to end up as a nice bit of prawn toast.
Yeah, might need a
OK. Now, tell us a little bit about the older tiger prawn, Chef. There's so many different varieties, aren't there?
There are.
And they end up at something you can get them, you know, 2 inches long, 7 inches long. They vary so
Yeah,
much.
same as the rest of life, really, isn't it?
No
Did you
comment.
say what I thought you said?
Oh, lovely. Yes, he did exactly what you thought he said. All right, then. And
OK.
what can I start on there?
Well,
want
you
to-
can do blitz up some of those.
Yeah, OK.
So we can make a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of garlic, make the prawn toast. You need to take the tails off of those ones.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
And I'm getting that other one in, get another pan.
And is there, I mean, is there any time you want to leave the skin on these? I mean, you
I
really...
eat the shells myself
Why?
because they're nice and crunchy, give you texture, fibre.
How do you think he gets so tall?
It's a skin thing, is it, Brian?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely. It's all those nutrients.
about- keep my complexion, darling.
OK, then. I think that's enough there, don't you,
I
Chef?
think it is, yes.
Yes.
A little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of garlic.
OK, a little bit of onion too, going through
Tiny bit, not much. I need some for my curry.
there. OK, then. No problem at all. Chef, can I have one more of those onions for you? Because he's going to need some for his curry. Now,
One more of that, Brian, thank you.
just one more. Is that all right,
Okay.
Chef? OK, you want some sesame going in there? You want
Yeah.
it in there now, Chef?
Yeah, a little sesame oil, just a touch. And a hint of chili flakes.
OK.
And a little bit of garlic, if you can.
All right, no problem at all. Garlic will go in there, a little touch of
Maybe
chilli
a
flakes.
splash of Worcester sauce. Why not put the whole lot in?
OK, then. Perhaps we could take the tomato and make a sort of Virgin Mary or something.
Virgin Mary, that'd be good.
Virgin Bloody Mary, that'd be lovely. OK, then.
Virgin Bloody Mary, that's very good.
Now, generally, Brian was talking about taking the shells and making a stock. That's very nice, because it does make a pungent stock, doesn't it? But
It makes a nice stock. Yeah, lots of pepper. It has to have pepper in it, I think. Paprika's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
But on this particular occasion, we're not too worried about that. Let's touch more salt in there.
OK, let's get those in there. Very quickly, a little splash of oil.
OK.
Like that.
That's OK. Right, we've got the prawn toast there. That's going on top. Oh, lovely. OK, Chef, 7 minutes now to go.
Is that all?
Yeah, I know time absolutely flies, doesn't
When you're
it?
enjoying yourself.
When you're having a good time.
I'll put them... I know, OK.
There you go.
Normally, no.
Just one
normally
side.
on the soft side,
Just warm. We're just warming that through a little
OK.
bit. There we are. Oh, that goes all on top. Just spread that over the top like that. This is going to cook.
This isn't.
Yeah. Nah, it will cook. It'll be absolutely fine, won't it?
Okay.
There we are. Tell us how you're doing your bargies, please, Chef.
I don't know yet.
Lots of spice.
I've got some curry powder, some chilli powder, some turmeric, some cornflour, some flour, some fresh coriander, a bit of milk
Yeah.
or water, just to make a little, not a batter, but just something to hold together. And then I've got some chopped coriander in and the spring onions. That's basically it, I think. Perhaps a wee bit of salt.
Yeah, a bit of water. Yeah, you got water, you said.
OK, and we're finishing this off. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, I combined that with a little bit of garlic, and as the chef said, he wanted a bit of sesame oil in there, and I put sesame seeds on top. We've also got a chilli flakes, a bit of garlic, touch of spring onion.
You know, normally the recipe in the Chinese restaurant has a little bit of pork in there. Do you know that? 'Cause,
OK.
not many people know that. If they
It has what in it, Chef?
a little bit of the prawn toast has a bit of pork in there. In the traditional recipe.
Just to bind it
So
together.
do be careful if you're a pescatarian or something like that. You might be
Or
deceived.
even, yes, or even you're not meant to eat pork, I suppose.
All right, then. There we are.
Tricky,
That's
isn't
it,
it?
yeah. OK, of course, it might be against your religion or something like that. OK, Chef. Loads of that going on the top.
Okay.
That's coming along. Cashew nuts, are we going to spice a few of those up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got me to do
Brian's
that.
going to spice some nuts up, wasn't he?
There you are. It doesn't matter. I'm starting them off here. Do you want to do them over there? Do you want to do
Yeah,
them here,
I've
Chef?
got room here, yeah.
You've got room. OK, I'll come over to you then, Chef. Lovely. Here we are.
Thanks, Chef.
Bit of your spice nuts going on there. OK, and thank you for sending in today's Quickie question, which come courtesy of David Beardshaw. Well, it's via an email, actually. It doesn't say where you're from, David, but thanks all the same. Can you chefs tell me why we have to blanch vegetables before we freeze them?
Well, the first thing is you're getting rid of a little bit of the liquid.
Yeah.
So it's like if you freeze raspberries, obviously you can't blanch raspberries. When you defrost them, they collapse because of the liquid in it's come out in the freezing. So the other thing is to set the colour. So
Right.
you're blanching in very hot water and you're setting the colour. So a nice bean will be bright green when it's frozen. Also, the thing to do is to lay them flat out on a tray.
So they cool quick, is it?
No, if you've laid them flat on a tray, basically what happens, you can then free flow, they call it, don't they? You can freeze them individually. But if you stuck them all together, they're all going to stick together.
OK.
So when you're freezing things, just
Separate them first.
absolutely.
OK, very
Lay
good
them on a
point.
tray.
Do you anything to add about freezing, Chef, or was that not your thing?
No, that's okay, but not really. It's exactly right. It's just to keep the colour, keep the nutrients as much as you can, and set them so you can handle them easier.
OK, then. You wanted a little dip, don't you, to go with your things on your
I did, yeah.
OK, we just pop those into the oven if you want. I'll just chop a few of these up. That's OK. Literally, we just want that really extra fine. And that's Kate. And that's going to go in. We're going to have a bit of yoghurt with that. We're going to have some tomatoes too. Have you got any
What's that
tomatoes
for?
left?
Just to give it a little crisp.
It's okay, you can go in there.
Keep an eye on them, boy.
There we are. A few tomatoes
Yes,
taken out of there. Every time you cook, I'm whipping out the tomatoes, Chef.
Oh, you need some tomatoes?
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. They're out now. I'm going to make a very quick Virgin Mary.
OK.
I've got all the tomato juices going all over the shop as we speak, but that doesn't matter.
A little bit of celery salt and...
OK, lovely. 3 minutes to go now. Yeah, right.
2
In we
minutes?
go with that. 3 minutes to go, Chef.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 minutes, OK. Right.
That's it. Look at that. That would just be perfect. That would
Is
really
that
be
grill on?
lovely. Just squeeze that touch of lime juice
How do
on
you
there
set the
too.
grill on there? We might need to grill
The
your...
grill. OK, start. The grill is on now. There we are, grill.
Right,
Start.
get some plates out.
That's it. That's on now, Chef, I think. OK,
Where's
a little
your
bit of
Virgin
coriander
Mary?
going through there too. So flecks of coriander and a little bit of mint. Is that all right, Chef?
Lovely.
OK, that's it.
Gorgeous.
Jazz it up. If I can find the mint, it's always difficult sometimes here. That's it, a little bit of coriander, touch of lime juice going in there. Thank you very much.
Dishes we got, but there you go.
OK.
Right.
There's the coriander.
That's
Right,
better.
lovely. And when you're making these type of things, anything that's slightly spicy, guys, and you want to kind of, you know, something to neutralise it a little bit and just to cool it off, you can't beat the yoghurt. And you can incorporate, as I've done, spring onions. Traditionally, we're talking about a little bit of mint, maybe a bit of cucumber or something like that going through there. Touch of lime juice, OK? And then...
You do the same as me.
What's that, Chef?
A coriander yoghurt dip.
Yeah, but I've got tomato in mind.
Ah, that's different.
No. All right, then,
I've
lovely.
got spiced cashew nuts going on mine.
All right, let's do that Virgin Mary.
OK.
And here it is. All right, we've got to get a little bit of ice out of the freezer. And we've got 1.5. How do you spice them up, Chef?
I've just got some salt and I got some cayenne, some chilli. It's not the cayenne. I'm going to put some turmeric for colour.
Bit of Tabasco going in here.
No, not for me, thank you.
No, it's not your type of drink.
No, I love Tabasco, but not on these spiced...
No, this is all going in here, Chef. This is for the old Virgin Mary. All right, ideally a little bit of celery salt. That's it, bit of rock salt going in there. That'll be fine.
Right.
What about your fry bread?
OK, don't worry about that. All right, then, always looking for ideas to jazz things up. There we are, your Virgin Mary on the way. Let's get a nice glass of that. We've got our prawn toast, too. All right, a couple of ice cubes. Let's go, 45 seconds in the oven, Antony. We've got the our dish.
Have we? Got the toast.
Yeah. There we are. OK, that's a beautiful Virgin Mary there. 30 seconds to go. We can do this, boys. Let's just concentrate on getting this out. Let's give us a cloth here. Right. Here we are, prawn toast. 20 seconds to go. What's your chef's going to be a little bit hot.
And your fry bread?
Yeah, lovely. That's for the dip.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking! Well done, my man. Let's give it a nice
Yeah, look at that.
Well, you nanned it up, didn't you? Yeah, Nancy. What are you going to call this?
We cook this in a curry. No problem. I'm an auberginius. Easy.
And what do we do with all your ingredients then, Chef?
Well, here we made a little curry with the prawns and tomatoes, yoghurt, all those different spices. We stuffed them in a little aubergine roll, so we've got a lovely aubergine roll here. You made a dip to go with these toasted fingers.
Absolutely. Combine the tomato. I talked about something to kind of refresh the palate a little bit. The yoghurt, we have the spring onions in there with a little bit of the tomato, touch of mint, coriander, whatever you want. Season it up. A little squeeze of lime juice too.
All that for that. Now this, lovely.
Smacking.
Come and join us, Brian.
That's a lovely tomato curry here. We went vegetable. We had the spring onions in there. Lovely curry with the dips. Here we made a puree with prawns, tomatoes. I mean, normally they use a different bread, but that's a little thing. Tell us what you did with the aubergine, the sesame.
We've got the prawn toast there. Literally, just start off our bread in the pan, nice hot oil, and notice the chef said don't turn it over. Once you've got that crispy base, then you can spread your prawn ingredients on top. And that was the prawns that was blitzed down with the garlic. Again, we put a little bit of the old spice in there.
Nice and thick.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of the old pepper, chili pepper that went in
chili
there,
pepper and a little bit of garlic and
oil,
onion.
and then the sesame sprinkled on top. Pop them into the oven, and we've got lots of other things. But unfortunately, we've run out of time, Chef. I do apologise.
Sorry.
We'll be back soon on Ready, Steady, Cook. Do join us. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.